So we're getting drips and drabs of news here and there. Today's the deadline for players to accept or decline the qualifying offer. So far, we know that Martin Perez is accepting the qualifying offer from the Rangers. No surprise. He's getting a raise from $5 million a year to $19 million a year, so at least for the 1 year. So that's essentially that's more than 3 years of his ARB salary in one season. So no surprise there. And we haven't really heard all the other decisions yet. We're still waiting on Anthony Rizzo. Sounds like he's going to decline anyway. That's what we're hearing, and a lot of other guys as well. Wilson Contreras, and I'll have the list for you a little bit later today. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so if you want to see the list, if you haven't subscribed yet, and hit the notification bell so you know exactly when that list comes out. But I have another piece of Yankees news for you. Well, baseball news, which happens to be Yankees news. They lost one of their big arms today to the Mets. And Steven Ridings, yeah, big power arm, who had a lot of potential in the bullpen, but had a little bit of issues staying healthy, was claimed off waivers today by the New York Mets. So, and if that kid stays healthy and turns into a big arm for them, they got themselves a steal there. I mean, it's essentially like Jacob deGrom of the bullpen. That's got the best way to put it. Big arm, just mows people down, but has a hard time staying healthy. So, that's a big find for the Mets. And potentially a big loss for the Yankees. But the Yankees do have a lot of other, I had penned them to be one of the guys to be, fighting for that 2023 bullpen. But you still got Marinaccio. I mean, you still have Michael King coming back, who I saw one of his bullpens yesterday, or he's been throwing sessions, and looks pretty good. So that's a very encouraging sign as well. And obviously we're not going to have Scotty Frost, so I expect the Yankees to make some kind of move for a reliever or two at some point this offseason as well. You'll get that news too, but Steven Ridings is heading over to Queens to be with the New York Mets, unfortunately. And this is what happens this time of year. Yankees have to put guys on the 40-man to protect them from the Rule 5 and just exposure. There's a lot of roster crunching this time of year, which helps right around this qualifying offer period too, because it gives teams a little bit more of an idea of what type of roster size they've got, based on what they want to bring in, who they want to bring in, and so on, and what they need to do to facilitate a move. Because you bring a guy in here that's in a roster spot, you're going to have to clear somewhere if you don't have the cleared spots already. So, but that's the news I have right now for you. I wanted to get that Ridings news out to you because I'm a little bummed out by it, but I think there's enough. Again, he's got to stay healthy. So, and there's no guarantee he's going to do that. And the Yankees have plenty of other guys who can come in and step in and fill those shoes. So I'm encouraged by that as well. But I just hate to see him go to the Mets. But better the Mets than the Astros. So, and by the way, the Astros have made Anthony Rizzo their number one priority at first base. So I would expect them to be pursuing him pretty hard. But it also could be gamesmanship to raise the price on the Yankees. That's what these guys do to each other, right, with these teams. So we don't know, but I expect the Rizzo to get a couple offers one way or another. I don't think he's going to accept the qualifying offer. I just don't see the point. I think he's in good shape. He'll be able to secure some kind of maybe 3-year deal at a decent amount of money. And if it's not, I said this the other day, if it's not if he walks, then I have a feeling the Yankees have their eyes on a bigger prize, which is that Japanese kid, a 21-year-old Japanese kid, not Yoshida. There's another kid who's a 21-year-old first baseman who had 57 home runs this past year. And in Japan, and he essentially broke Matsui's single-season record, and he's kind of a bigger offensive prize than Matsui was. So, big, stocky Japanese kid, and he's already made it clear he wants to come to the major leagues next year. So that's the only other thing I can think of in terms of first base. If the Yankees keep that position open and not filled for the next several years, I think they have that guy in mind. And again, a Japanese player of that stature in the New York market, forget about it. I mean, it's right up the Steinbrenner alley, right up the Yankees alley. So, but I'll keep you posted on that one way or another too, gang. And anything else, have a good day, guys. Over and out.